Alright, welcome back to CBR MTG. My name is Angus Mackay and today we're playing some Modern with Gruul Eldritch Evolution. This list has taken down a couple of MTGO challenges by Arcgaze, so congratulations Arcgaze on the wins. But they've played it twice to two MTGO challenge wins, both on the 21st of October and the 14th of October, and it seems to have some legs. So let's go through it right now. It's a bit of a weird one, but basically you're using Cragganwick Cremator, which is a 5/4 giant shaman for 4 that says when it enters the battlefield, discard a card at random. If you discard a creature card this way, Cragganwick Cremator deals damage equal to that card's power to target player or planeswalker. Now, we're using a sort of Eldritch Evolution base, but basically what we want to do is we want to discard Impervious Great Wurm or Golter the Primal Hunger and sort of dome our opponent for 12 or 16, which is a kind of unlikely, but I mean it can go that way. We can empty our hand pretty quickly with Noble Hierarchs and Birds of Paradise, play out that mid game with Strangleroot Geist and Scavenging Ooze and Steel Leaf Champions, and then after that it's basically just a toolbox deck. So you have the one of Null-Hide Ferox and the one of Saruk the Hunt Caller, and then a one of Magus of the Moon. So you got like a couple of like little silver bullets to Eldritch into, but Eldritch Evolution is a 3-mana sorcery that's been played a couple of times but hasn't really seen any huge victory, but it seems to be sort of the main part of this deck. So it's a 3-mana sorcery that says, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, and then you search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrifice creature's converted mana cost, put that card onto the battlefield. So basically, we can go turn 1 Noble Hierarch, turn 2 Eldritch Evolution, sacrificing the Noble Hierarch, getting a 3-drop, which means that we can get a Steel Leaf Champion or Tireless Tracker or Magus of the Moon to kind of start things off. And then we can Eldritch Evolution again into our Cragganwick and our Null-Hide Ferox and our Saruk. So it kind of goes like that. Yeah, the playing the Cragganwick is kind of a 1-card combo because all you have to do is just have no cards in your hand and one of these giant Impervious Great Worms, and then you can kind of go off like that. Mana base, 2 Cavern of Souls, 3 Copperline Gorges, 2 Violet Thickets, a couple of forests, a couple of mountains, Misty Rainforest, Kessig Wolfrun for that trample value, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, Wood Foothills. So going into the sideboard now, we have our control package of another Cavern of Souls and an Eidolon of Rhetoric, which means that our opponent can't cast more than one spell a turn. Good for Storm, good against control as well, stops them from sort of setting up quickly, which is good for us. Some Graveyard Hate in the form of Relic of Progenitus and Scavenging Ooze. A couple of Anti-Tron and Valakut with Alpine Moon and Dampening Sphere. Some Artifact Hate with Rex Sage and Shattering Spree. Some aggro protection, because we kind of want to stem the bleeding for our aggro matchup. So we have Wall of Reverence, which is a weird card. A 4-mana Spirit Wall that has Defender and Flying, and at the beginning of your end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control. So at minimum, we gain 1 life, but because we have Steel Leaf Champion and Null-Hide Ferox and those sorts of big creatures, we can gain a lot of life with it, so it's pretty good. 1 Slagstorm, 1 Caldera Helion, which allows us to wipe the board for 3, but we have to sacrifice creatures as well, so we can't just play it by itself, but it's a good thing to Eldritch Evolution into. Kitchen Finks to gain a little bit of life, and then Limvala, Keeper of Silence against creatures with activated abilities. That's about it. So without further ado, we should just jump into some games and see how we go. Alrighty then, we are back with Gruul Eldritch Evolution in Modern, and how does this hand look? Pretty bad. We got a lot of mana. We got all the mana that we could ever want, but probably too slow even on the draw, so we'll ship it. And I mean, this hand's not great, but it'll be fine. We'll see. Fauna is actually really good. Not here. We need to draw some more lands, but Fauna Shaman will help a lot because you can discard your little creatures for Cragganwick. We'll see how we go. So Overgrown Tomb, Elvish Mystic, so almost certainly Elves. So we'll see how we go. Play land, pass turn. So turn 2 Strangleroot Geist, turn 3 Steel Leaf Champion. Might just be too slow, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Opponent plays Nykthos, and Elvish Archdruid. Alright, well, getting set up for a pretty big turn 3, I would say. We are going to... Impervious Great Wurm, not a great one to cast, but we'll see. Strangleroot Geist, and we'll just get in, I think. Not... I don't think our opponent's going to kill us next turn. They do have a little bit of mana to play with, but I think we're probably okay to just pass here. Just get in for a little bit of damage. Our opponent's already on 15, so if we can get this Cragganwick and the Impervious Great Wurm, we might just be okay. So we might just roll the dice as well. One of the things that we can do is just play the Cragganwick and then just pray, because I mean they're dead if it works. So we'll go from there. But yeah, we're almost certainly dead next turn, so we need to get our act together. I think we're just dead, unfortunately. We'll see what we draw, but we're still kind of on mono green devotion, depending on what happens. We do need to draw a land here. So, alright. We can still leave champion and block, so that soaks up, how much is this? So 5 to activate, so 1, 2... Are we just dead? I think we're just dead. This is trample as well. Ooh. Alright, so we soak up this amount of damage. It might just be worth conceding to save the information, but our opponent's going to hit us for quite a lot next turn, so probably worth, yeah. We'll just concede here. No point showing our opponent what we're playing, giving them any more information than they need, so we'll scoop it up. Go to the next game. Okay, going into sideboards now. We're going to need to bring in most of our Wraths, so I'm going to bring in Slagstorm and Caldara Helion. I'll bring in Limvala as well, because it's good for those Elvish Mystics. It actually says, it doesn't say mana abilities or anything, it just says all abilities, which is fantastic. Eidolon, not great. Wall of Reverence, probably not great either. We can probably bring in a Kitchen Finks as well. Just, it helps gain us a little bit of life against those aggro matchups. Maybe we do bring in Wall as well. We'll just bring in Wall instead. These are things that we can go into pretty easily. We'll keep the Lightning Bolt and the Bird. We can actually go down. We'll go down Birds on the... we're on the play? Yeah, maybe we want the Birds. We'll take out the Scavenging Ooze, take out the Magus of the Moon, take out some of our stuff that is fine, but just like not good enough. Sirach, we can probably take out as well, and Nullhide Ferox, and then go like that. So just take out our toolboxy stuff, bring in more toolboxy stuff, and then we can go from there. So we didn't show our opponent that we had red in our deck, which is like pretty important because they're not going to be expecting the Slagstorm. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, we will take the play. And can't keep this hand, unfortunately, so we will mulligan. Yep. And alright, well, we have our wall. We have Slagstorm. So we'll keep. We're just going to play out this Wooded Foothills. Eldritch Evolution. I don't think that's good enough, unfortunately. We can... Are we going to shuffle it away anyway? I guess, whatever. We'll put it on top. But we're almost certainly going to shuffle it away and just kill their turn 1 play with a Lightning Bolt. So play Wooded Foothills, pass the turn. So next turn, we can definitely Strangle Rootgeist, and then hopefully... I wouldn't mind ripping a Eldritch Evolution at some point. Yep, Nettle Sentinel. Do we care about Nettle Sentinel? I guess we care about it. Alright, let's kill it. So, not the best play by any means, but should be fine. So, we will pay some life and bolt the Nettle Sentinel. Not exactly the best play. I would have preferred to get a Mana Dork, but this should be fine. Alright, Still Leaf Champion's a fine follow-up if we can get the extra mana, but yeah, we do need to draw some mana from here, so we will get in. So we only have one Temple Garden and some Cavern of Souls to fix our mana. Obviously, if we're fixing our mana with Cavern of Souls, it's not going to be very good. But yeah, working up to that Slagstorm, I think, should be fine. Slagstorm, really good sideboard card if you can get to it, because it's not dead, essentially. Yeah, alright, well, we can hold on to the Slagstorm, I think, so we'll just get in. Hopefully our opponent puts a bunch of stuff on the board next turn. and then we can Slagstorm and still keep our Strangleroot. The important thing is not playing Anger of the Gods is that it will exile our Strangleroot and we won't get the Undying trigger, but this means that we actually get a Strangleroot back and it'll be back better than ever. Alright. This is good. This is good. Our opponent's going to put more things on the board. Hopefully they miss their land drop. Alright. We might just play it off here because we stifle their mana as well. Or also we don't have a choice. Alright. Cast Slagstorm. And then we'll get in with our hasty Strangleroot with Undying. And that should be enough. Yep. Strangleroot calms back. And yeah, we'll get in. We need some green mana. Some green mana to follow up with the Still Leaf Champion is probably going to be pretty good. Impervious Graveworm, not great in our hand, but we're okay. If we draw a fetch land or Temple Garden, we'll be okay to play this Wall of Reverence and then just start gaining a little bit of life. Alright. Opponent did have the follow-up Elves, so I think it's still fine to play the Slagstorm when we did. But only time will tell, so still a little bit stifled on mana. This is 10 mana for Impervious Graveworm, so probably not going to win with that. But we do have a little bit of time to cast this Wall of Reverence, hopefully next turn, but it's up to our Elvy friends. So if our opponent plays one more Elf, then they can... Alright, well, Hermit and Dwinian's Elite is a combo, so yeah, that's definitely the thing that you want to get rid of first. So I think possibly just holding up the Lightning Bolt might have been correct, because the Elvish, the Heritage Druid is actually big game. Alright, what's the draw? Noble Hierarch. Alright, well that casts white mana, so that's fine. And, I mean, are we on blocking duty now? 1, 2... I guess we'll block. Because then we can... maybe we play the Still Leaf Champion first. I mean, it depends on what happens, but Wall of Reverence is not as good if we're going to block. But we kind of have to block here, unfortunately. Our opponent's just going to keep playing Elves. Here comes the Clan Caller. And searches up another Clan Caller. Nope. Azuri. Alright, well we could just get domed here for quite a lot. Might just be too slow, unfortunately. Really needed that land when we had it, but what can you do? There's also anticipation of needing a land off the top that we just played out the land first without fetching, just because it's probably a good idea. Alright, what is our opponent's follow-up? So, down a game. Hell yeah. Yeah, so our opponent has 3 mana in pool. They can tap 3 Elves to use Azuri's ability, but it looks like they're just going to go through anyway. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll kill the Elf Warrior, I think. Not a good place to be, that's for sure. But yeah, kill the Elf Warrior. And then at least we trade, get another body off the table, but... Alright, Copperline Gorge is not the best draw. So yeah, I guess we play Still Leaf Champion and then just try and survive. Whoopsies. Undo. Yeah, we'll play at the Steel Leaf. It's really not great at this point, but it might block profitably and then we can start gaining life with Wall of Reverence, but surviving through this next turn is going to be very difficult, especially with our opponent's Azuri pretty much online now. And also they're going to get another... Oh, Collector Company? That's even better. Alright, I was thinking they might be playing at another Elvish Clan Caller, but yeah, I think we're just dead here, unfortunately. We can... How much does it cost? 5 mana to use Azuri? Yeah, I think we're just dead, unfortunately. They can pump their team for a pretty low amount of mana. And... Yeah, or just 8. Yep, fair enough. Alright, well, our opponent has 1,000,000 mana. Enough to pump Azuri twice? Yeah. Yup, that's a lot. Alright, fair enough. Alright, well, opponent got us that game, but let's crush the next one, I think. Taking it down. Elves too quick. Alright, we are back. This is CBR MTG playing Gruul Eldritch, or Eldritch Gruul, or Eldritch Evolution Gruul, whichever one you want to play. We'll take the play, for sure. These hands, I don't know about them. At least it was, we can lead on the Noble Hierarch and hopefully bolt something over our opponents that keeps us alive enough. But yeah, basically don't want to draw any more lands from here on out. We have plenty of lands, including our Firelit Thicket, which is especially spooky on today. Today, the day that is close to Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. All right. Up against Ad Nauseam with a Lotus Bloom suspended and a Temple of Deceit. So we'll see what we can do. Still Leaf Champion's a great draw. All right, well, I guess we're on the beatdown plan. So Still Leaf Champion, Go Gadget, Still Leaf Champion, and pass it down. No haste for our Still Leaf Champion, but that's okay. We're going to get him for 6 next turn, plus the Lightning Bolt, 7, 8, 9. It might just not be enough. We'll see. If our opponent has a quick start, then might be out of luck. We're just gonna verse fast starts all day, but that's okay. That is just the way Modern is sometimes. I'm usually a legacy player, so usually the games take just a little bit longer, but we might be able to zip through this league pretty quickly. All right, Sleight of Hand and Serum Visions, just setting up. Quite likely that our opponent will play one of the pieces next turn. Another Lotus Bloom suspended. The Phyrexian Unlife. Alright, well, another land is not what we wanted, but that's okay. We will use this Wooded Foothills to fetch. And, yep, get in for 6. And pass the turn. Alright, we are at the will of our opponent. Once these, once the Lotus Blooms come down, it's going to be probably pretty hard to win. So, but we do have a fast clock with Still Leaf Champion. We just need something a little bit more. So, crack the Wooded Foothills, get a Stomping Ground. At least our Noble Hierarch stayed alive. No. And then we will bolt our opponent's face. Just get some damage in there. Our opponent's at 11. We're going to hit him again for 6. So we just need something a little bit more explosive off the top. Scavenging Ooze, not going to do it. But that's okay. We will Scavenging Ooze. Yep. And yeah, hit him for 6 again. And God, it's unlikely that it'll be enough. I think our opponent's probably going to win next turn, but look, we have them dead. If they don't win next turn, we might be okay. Our opponent goes to 5. It's not unlikely that they'll have Angel's Grace or whatever to give them another turn, and sometimes that's usually just all they need. All right, here comes Lotus Bloom, and now they have enough mana for Ad Nauseam, but they do need something else as well. So Ad Nauseam plus Angel's Grace will do it, or if they just play the Phyrexian Unlife, we'll be forced to give them another turn because we can only put them to 6, and then they have another 10 life essentially because of the thing. But we will at least yield until end step. Yep, Spoils of the Vault. All right, well, a lucky spoils for our opponent. They could just die here. It looks like they don't have the card in hand that they need. That's pretty funny. All right, Spoils, get lucky. All right, Phyrexian Unlife, that was pretty lucky. I guess I had the Serum Visions. All right, that's fine. So we'll crack Misty again, and then I think we're just going to eat stuff out of their graveyard. There's no huge reason to do it, but it, you know, I'm sure there's a small reason to do it. The reason to do it is because it's the right thing to do, so we'll eat some stuff. It'd be really nice if we could eat some creatures, but unfortunately our opponent's refusing to kill any of our creatures. So untap. And another land? Magus. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, well, they will have the 3 mana for red. Yeah, so they will have the 3 mana for what's his face, for Ad Nauseam because of the Lotus Bloom that's suspended with 1-time counter on it, I think. Yeah, 1-time counter. So they will have mana for Lotus Bloom. So if we get unlucky, we get unlucky. But at least we turned off a lot of our opponent's lands. So yeah, we'll get in for 7. Put them down to 0. Well, -2, I suppose. But now we have to start working up to Phyrexian Unlife. At least we have 9 power on board, so it might be enough. Yeah, could just be the Ad Nauseam here. Yep, that's fine. Alright, well, if you haven't seen it before, we will gladly watch our opponent. We do have 1 land in hand, so we can activate Lightning Storm in response. But basically, because they can't lose the game due to loss of life, their Ad Nauseam, they can just draw their entire deck. They'll draw... We get to see their entire hand, which is pretty nifty. But they will... Oh, they're playing Echoing Truth main board? I guess that's fine. They'll play Lightning Storm, which is a 3-mana sorcery that allows them to 3-mana instant that allows them to discard lands to put charge counters on it, which is a very interesting design. But they're basically just going to discard their entire hand using Simian Spirit Guides to help. We actually help fix their mana, so they can tap their mana. They can tap their lands for mana here. But we're almost certainly dead, but we will allow our opponent to Lightning Storm. If they do it incorrectly, they'll just put all of their lands into it, and then we can use one. Because the way that it's... Oh, they're just going to Lab Maniac? Oh, that's way better. Alright, well, that's another way to win. So, Lab Maniac, and then... Pentad. Okay, cool. Alright, so they're just going to Pentad and then cast a cantrip, and then that causes them to win the game. Pretty risky. I mean, we did tap down all of our red mana, I suppose, so they're okay to go for that line, but yeah. They draw a card with Serum Visions, causing them to win the game. So we did see the entirety of their deck, but it was pretty stock standard as far as I'm concerned. So Linvala's bad, Kaldara's bad, Wall of Reverence bad. Rexage good. Eidolon of Rhetoric is definitely better than our other cards, but if they play it correctly, they can just Ad Nauseam at the end of our turn and then untap and cast Lightning Storm. But, you know, we could get lucky, I suppose. We will bring in... I guess we bring in Shattering Spree, maybe? It's definitely a weird one, but if we bring in Shattering Spree, it means that we can destroy their Lotus Blooms if they don't use them immediately. Cards that are bad, Magus of the Moon is actually pretty good. We'll take out Surak is actually pretty good in this matchup as well. We'll take out Nullhide, take out the Fauna Shamans, might just be too slow. And then we'll take out the Skoos, run it like that. So we do have a little bit of main deck disruption, but our hand was just too slow, which is pretty funny because our hand was pretty good, but it just wasn't good enough, unfortunately. So down a game, run it back, see how we go into game 2 against Ad Nauseam, and we'll take the play. It sounds like a reasonable opportunity for us. Okay, not the best hand in the world, but we do have early interaction. So Misty Rainforest and go. We can just shoot off these lightning bolts. I don't want to try and hold on to them for what's his face, for Lab Maniac, because if they think that we're holding up lightning bolt mana, then they'll just they have Pact of Negation as well, so it's just like probably pretty unlikely that we'll be able to win like that. But our opponent's Serum Visions. We will yield until end step. I assume our opponent's down here. Yeah, we're gonna take some life here. It doesn't actually matter at all, but because our opponent's gonna one-shot us, so it doesn't really matter how much life we take in the process. So we'll lightning bolt our opponent and pass the turn. And then we have Strangleroot for our next player, which seems fine. I guess we're curving out okay. So we'll Strangleroot, and then we can that's not how that works at all. Violet Thicket. Learn how to be a card. Alright. So we'll play Strangleroot. And then we can Still Leaf Champion if we draw another land. If we don't draw another land, things get a little bit weird. But we can play another Strangleroot, I suppose. The important thing is that we have to put on the pressure. Like, we must pressure our opponent. So keeping the Strangleroots in, pretty important. Alright, Seachrome Coast for our opponent. And some sort of 2-drop. Probably Pentad Prism for 2. Seems like a reasonable option. Yeah, it's mostly just like Mana Rocks accelerate into your 5 things. Oh, Phyrexian Life. Alright, just a sneaky little Phyrexian Life. Well, we have ways to kill that. Cragganwick, not exactly the card that we wanted to draw right now, but we'll make our way downtown with some more Strangleroots. And then, yeah, I think at least our pressure is still high. We do need to draw another land. If we draw another 2 lands, if we draw another 2 lands and a way to use Cragganwick, then we can get that win. But I think it's more likely that we will just try and Still Leaf Champion for the win. But we do need to draw more lands. We've definitely been stifled on lands this game, which has been very unfortunate. But it is what it is. So our opponent's on a theoretical 21 life, which is a little bit awkward, especially when our opponent's trying to set up. But we do have Reclamation Sages in our deck. Also, Strangleroot dying with Eldritch Evolution gets another Rec Sage, so we can't do anything at instant speed, so it makes it a little bit more awkward. But we can kill the Phyrexian Unlife, and then they have to sort of reconfigure how they're going to win. So at least we have that out. Probably the Shattering Spree might have been a bit aggro, but it's because our opponent's just going to try and win as fast as possible. We are also going to try and win as fast as possible. Alright, well... Alright, well, get in. 4-4. Put our opponent to 17. Pass the turn. So, I guess we'll... Yeah. I mean, we'll Lightning Bolt the Lab Maniac if they have it, but it's just very unlikely that that will resolve. I think we're just going to go for face. Just try and keep the pressure up. Lightning bolting the Lab Maniac is not a good line. Alright, Cavern of Souls is fine. We will name Elf. Yeah, unfortunately not a whole lot of crossover, but it's definitely a good card. Alright, so this and this. Uncounterable Elf. Good luck, opponent. Yep, Still Leaf Champion. Doesn't have haste or anything, but we can almost kill our opponent next turn. Hopefully. Yeah, Angel's Grace down to 1. That's actually, that interaction is super neat because we have to get them with a whole round of hitting them. So like next turn we'll put them to 0 and then they'll start taking damage. So it could just be dead here. Yep-aroo. Alright. Opponent not even wanting to take a little bit of life with Phyrexian Unlife, so I think we'll just concede. Yeah, that's magic for you, I think. Some variance will get you, but it is the way it is. So let's try and submarine back up from the old 0-2 start. Alright, going into the next one. We will play first. And, I mean, yeah, I guess. We have a turn 1 Bolt the Birds if our opponent is playing a Birds deck. They do have the Birds Vanguard, but that doesn't mean too much, being the default Vanguard that you get. Oh man, I sold all my Vanguards for by accident because I was like clearing out my collection and I just pressed like sell all. Sold all my Vanguards, which is very annoying because I had the Mojo Stow, and Mojo Stow is a lot of fun, but not fun when you don't have the cards. So yeah, hopefully Wooded Foothills can bolt the bird if our opponent plays a bird on turn 1. But we have to wait for our opponent to pass the turn to us, which I think is probably reasonable. Yep, alright. So Wooded Foothills, pass the turn. Then we can play Strangleroot. Hopefully we draw something big with the Cragganwick. Alright, well, that's pretty bad news. So we will Wooded Foothills. This is actually like super relevant life total wise because if our opponent plays Scapeshift on 7, they can only kill us for 18. So trying to stay on a high life total for as long as possible is probably a way that we can win this game. But we will have to just get lucky, I think. Once again, a very fast matchup. So could just be playing Valakut for value. We don't know. Alright, what's our opponent got? Snow-covered forest. Here comes the Rampant Farseek for Watery Grave. Alright. Playing the possibly the Bring to Light version. I do like the Bring to Light version, so our opponent's already carried my favor. So play Noble Hierarch. Play another Strangleroot. The good news is that we're... Oh my god, I'm never going to learn how to use this Violet Thicket. Alright. Play Strangleroot. Yep. 4 mana. And... yeah, get in for 4. I mean, we're putting up a decent clock at the very least. If we can untap and draw a big thing, we might even be able to play the land, Lightning Bolt, and then Cragganwick. But we have to get lucky. It's a very variance-based deck, which I kind of love about it. You know, I'm very much a roll the dice kind of player. So when I saw this list, I was like, oh god, I have to make a video on this now. All right, Tireless Tracker is fine. We'll take a Tireless Tracker. So Tireless Tracker, and maybe not resolve. Ooh, is our opponent playing counterspells? I guess that's fine. Seems reasonable. Valakut might actually... Surely they're playing the Bring to Light version, right? Yeah, opponent ops. That's fine. You can do that, opponent. Yep, opponent ops. You got it, boss. We actually locked ourselves out of playing Lightning Bolt this game because of the way that we tapped, but honestly, what can you do? Yeah, so, but we will be able to crack a clue, which is pretty important. So we will get in 4-4. Alright. It's on, opponent. It's on. What do you got? I guess we better turn off water yields. Just in case. Our opponent could play Shock, I guess, and try and get our Tireless Tracker. Supreme Will, that's fine. Well, I mean, this is a friendly league, so you can play whatever card you want, but they put 3 cards to the bottom. Oh my god. Fair enough. Oh, I guess that makes sense. That's how the game works. Yeah, plays another mountain. And Scapeshift? Anger of the Gods. That's pretty bad for us. Yeah, I mean, if we... I guess it doesn't matter what we would have done, but we will crack this clue in response. Yeah. Alright, well, go Gadget Cragganwick. I believe in you. Alright, Eldritch Evolution is okay. Not the best, but it's definitely okay. So what are our 5 drops? So we can get a 6 drop here. Let me just consult the oracle. So we can get 5 drop. We can get Saruk. We can get Nullhide Ferox, I suppose. We can also just play it safe. Maybe just get a Magus of the Moon. Yeah, Magus of the Moon's a bit hard against a red deck themselves, and they're also playing a lot of basics, so that's probably not the correct line. We can get... Maybe we just hold on to it. Like, hold on to it. We can just kill our opponent next turn. That can't be right. Alright, pass the turn. See if our opponent can kill us. If we just draw literally any other creature, we can Eldritch Evolution for Fauna Shaman, and then maybe next turn try and go off, but that's pretty slow. I don't know exactly when our opponent's going to attempt to bring to light Scapeshift, but they don't have the... they have 4 mana, I suppose, so it is available as an option to them, which is going to be pretty good for them. We're still on 19 life, though, so we're still pretty protected. Here's Obstinate Baloth. Alright, well, that doesn't stop us from killing you in one go. But, yeah, the Eldritch Evolution means that we could just get, like, blown out by... we could get blown out by the 50-50 split. Like, if we draw a big creature here, then we're, like, Cragganwick 50% chance of getting it. Birds is alright. So play Birds. Play Eldritch Evolution. Evolve our bird. Pay another one. Yep. So sacrifice birds. This is a good time to do it. I mean, I think we kind of got to get lucky. So we can Eldritch Evolution now for a 3-drop, but I think probably our best option is actually just get the... I guess we're getting the Fauna Shaman. Let's get the Fauna Shaman. We could get lucky. I just think that, like, if we just guide any creature, we can turn it into a big creature and then just win immediately. So the upside is pretty high, but yeah. Our opponent will have the Bolt, but I guess that was true for anything. And yeah, opponent's going to get in. That's fine. We are giving them a little bit more information about what we're playing, but we're still live. I mean, our opponent could have counterspells. They do have Supreme Will that we know about. Search for Tomorrow. Hardcast. 2 cards in hand. Temple Garden. That's not good. Alright, well, Temple Garden tapped. And pass the turn. Yeah, letting our opponent have multiple turns here is not good. This is kind of where we want to be, but we just need to top deck that big creature, you know. We're almost at the point where we can cast some big creatures, I suppose, but it depends on what creature it is. Alright, what's the go? Big plays. Yeah, if this is just Bring to Light, we just die. Yep, there goes Escape Shift. So, yes. So they just had the Escape Shift, which is fine. They're going to get a bunch of mountains here and then just dome us for 1 million. Good way to kill your opponent. It's a little bit harder with the Bring to Light version. This is obvious. I assume this is the Bring to Light version. Yeah, our opponent just murders us. That's a big murder. Yep. 3, 6, 9, 12. Gets us for a bunch. Perfect. All right. Well, I mean, we definitely had some opportunities to win there, but it required our opponent to required us to draw something lucky with, and then Cragganwick for the win. But I mean, we almost had it. We just needed to draw the big thing. All right. Going into the sideboard. Definitely not showing off the value of the deck. We'll bring in Damping Sphere and Alpine Moon. Prevents our opponent from... I guess Damping Sphere actually doesn't do anything against them. We'll take out Damping Sphere. Limvala's not good. Kaldara's not good. God, not a whole lot of choices. I guess we bring in one Cavern of Souls, expecting our opponent to be playing counters. Take it a Forest, and... Ugh. Not looking good, unfortunately. We're just bringing in one Alpine Moon. That's pretty sad. We can bring in... I don't know. I think we just have to run it like this. We don't have too much against Valakut. Alpine Moon's a good play, but might just not be enough. We have to like hold on to it for a little while as well to like make sure that our opponent doesn't kill it immediately. But look... We'll just... Oh, we have to discard another card. Oh, I guess we're playing with the 61 card special. Hell yeah. Alright. We'll take play. Alright, Birds of Paradise Steel Leaf Champion. Sounds great. And Eldritch Evolution. We can evolve our Steel Leaf Champion into... Do we pick up a 5-drop? I don't think we picked up a 5-drop. No, we did not. But we can get... Suruk. We can get a couple of things. We can get Nullhide Ferox. Hell yeah. How's our opponent going to win that? Alright. So, opponent mulled to 6. So we will Copperline Gorge and Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn. At least we have the mana. Oh, I guess we actually don't have the mana for Steel Leaf Champion right now, but we do have the mana for Eldritch Evolution. But if our opponent's smart, they'll just bolt the birds. It's just the lore. I don't understand our opponent doesn't care about the lore. Alright. So, Steel Leaf Champion. On turn 2, what a combo. What a combo. Fair and Balanced Magic being played right here in front of your eyes. Alright, Steel Leaf Champion. Not huge in regards to preventing our opponent from blocking, but definitely ultra fine decision. So, what can we get? I mean, if we might just hold on to it. We can get a Cragganwick. We can Eldritch Evolution into a Cragganwick, and then hopefully it'll be enough, but we do need to fire off these lightning bolts and then play the Kessig Wolfrun. I guess that is a line. 1, 2, yeah, I guess it's not. We don't have the color requirements for that exact thing next turn, but we'll just have to hope and pray. Depends on what we draw. We need to draw something big, I think. If we draw something big, we can get them. Temple Garden, not exactly what I was referring to. So, do we just get another Steel Leaf Champion? It's 10 damage each turn. It feels a bit risky. Our opponent... Alright, I'm going to play this Temple Garden untapped. And then let's turn this Birds into a Magus. Oh god, we don't have the... Ooh, it's going to put us off the color requirements. A lot of thinking in the Eldritch Evolution decks. So we can like put our opponent off and then we can just start getting in with the Steel Leaf. But it could just go horribly wrong. I think we actually don't do that. Undo. We could have played a Tireless Tracker and then played a land if we wanted to do such a thing. But I'm not 100% sure that would be the way to go. I guess we just hold on to it. How much is Suruk? I'm pretty sure it's a 4-drop. It's hard to say. We will check the collection. So Suruk is a 4-drop, and it gives our creatures haste. We can get a Craggan. We might just hold on and hope to get a Cragganwick. This is a 6/6 with hexproof, which is pretty good for 4. Maybe we just double our clock. This is a hard one. All right, let's get in. That decision we can make pretty easily. So get in, and then Yeah, I guess we're just going to go beat down. So, yeah, we have so much burn here, actually. All right, we're going to do it. So, tap, tap, tap. We're going to get the Nullhide Ferox, and then we can wheel the Steel Leaf Champion into a 5-drop, but I just don't think our 5-drops are good enough. Could have gotten... we can only get a 3-drop. That makes more sense. All right, well, in that case, I'll get a Steel Leaf Champion. Or maybe I'll just get Magus. I'm just going to get Magus. We'll see what happens. And pass the turn. So, classic... this is actually not the first time that I've seen a Eldritch Evolution deck play Magus, just a one-of, even with the greedy mana base. But the Kiki Jiki one is pretty good. Madcap. All right, weren't expecting that. Well, okay, that's pretty bad for us. Pass the turn, and I guess we have 6 power on the board. Pervious Great Wurm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're pretty far away from that. But we will get in. Maybe we just get in with Steel Leaf. All right, get in with Steel Leaf. Our opponent can block it if they want. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't have to. I keep forgetting. All right, well, in that case, that was a bit of a misplay. Yeah, I forgot our opponent was not obliged to block at all. I had a feeling that they'd just block. But that means that they know that we're bad so that we can double bolt and hit with the Magus. Take off this Platinum Empyrean. They're almost certainly going to get in. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yep, gets in. Well, my friend, we will block. And then, in the blockers stage, we will bolt. I guess we get blown out if our opponent bolts as well. But this way they can't counter anything. So take the good with the bad, I suppose. If our opponent bolts here, then rip. Alright, good trade. There's a lot of cards that we had to play, but at least we unlocked our Kessig Wolf run. Yeah, our opponent's mana base is now free. Madcap Experiment's a good sideboard plan, that's for sure. Especially when you know your opponent's probably going to bring in Blood Moons. I can see it. I can see what our opponent's doing. They're playing spells. Alright. So, Snow-Covered Forest and pass. Alright, well, Steel Leaf Champion's still alive. Fauna Shaman. Hey, Fauna Shaman kind of does it. So, let's get in. I don't think it's worth paying all of our land to play Kessig Wolf Run. So, I guess we'll just do this old chestnut. So, play Fauna Shaman. Hopefully we untap. I mean, I guess it's very likely that we won't untap with Fauna Shaman because it's pretty scary looking. But if we draw any creature, we can kill our opponent in one turn with Cragganwick. So I really like Fauna Shaman. Just a fixed version of Survival of Fittest, but it was too fixed. I don't know. Sultai Charm. Sultai Charm. Interesting. Yeah, cool. Fair enough. Sultai Charm, our card. Well, they left our Fauna Shaman alive, so our plans are still there, but yeah. Alright. Probably leaving up a counterspell, but at least... also, I guess we need to draw a land to make that work. Bird's Paradise. So... Okay. We have a plan. We actually don't have the red mana. Why is life like this? Alright, so... Get in, play the bird. So get in... I guess we just leave it up. Let's play the bird. Pass the turn. Not 100% sure of this line, but like not having double red and not having 5 mana is pretty bad. Like we want to discard a thing. So, yeah, opponent had the Supreme Will anyway, so I guess I don't feel too bad about that. We would have put a lot of effort into having our spell counted, so I guess that's fine. All right. Can our opponent kill us this turn? We're on 18 life, so that is the magic number. And I think our opponent has enough mountains. Playing a 4-color deck with enough mountains to trigger Valakut is pretty difficult, but our opponent seems to be doing it pretty okay. Yep, Stormy Ground, tapped. And is this the old Scapeshift? Well, it might be Bring to Light. That's exciting. Alright, Bring to Light. Good card. Good card. Alright, just Scapeshift. That's boring. Oh my god. We are not doing as well as I'd hoped. Gonna go 0-3. Didn't really win very many games with this deck. Oh well. The important thing is that we had fun. We definitely lose this game, unfortunately. But at least we had fun. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. And I mean, I guess I'll, 3, 6, 9, yep. That's dead, sir. We're exactly on 18, and that's the 18 that they need. Not much you can do about that. Yeah. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. It is what it is. We definitely tried our very hardest to get to where we needed to be, but yeah, our opponent domes us for Xaxes. Fair enough. And yeah. Cool. Alright, well I guess I'll the temptation to wipe this from Eternity is pretty high, but it's a cool deck. Why can't we just roll the dice, you know? I wanna show you what it's really like to play a deck like this. Yeah, I mean, I won 2 MTGO challenges, so it couldn't have been that bad. Alrighty, we are back for round 4 of our sad league with Eldritch, Gruul Eldritch, and yeah, haven't won a game yet. I guess, did we win a game? No, we've gone against a lot of fast decks and then one good deck. So, I mean, look, is this saying that there's not a whole lot to do with you just can't play fast spells anymore? I don't think so. I think there's plenty of time to play fast spells. We'll be fine. All right, our opponent plays a forest and Elvish Mystic. Oh my god, elves again? Ooh, dearie me. All right, well, Copperline Gorge and Strangleroot. Get in the beats by Dre. Yeah. And this hand's not great, but at least the curve's okay. We can hopefully turn 3 Steel Leaf Champion. Can we Galter? We can't Galter, right? It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. We're pretty close. Pretty close to Galter on turn 4. I mean, it probably is not good enough, but it's definitely a big creature. Maybe we'll draw another Steel Leaf Champion. Alright, well, we will play the Steel Leaf Champion. I guess next turn we actually have enough for Galter, because we can, yeah. So next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we have enough for Galter next turn, which is pretty exciting. I guess we have to pay 2, so we'll be 1 short. Oh well, maybe we can figure out a way to get our Strangleroot killed. Maybe it was better to just hold Strangleroot up and blocking so that we could get that extra power, because we'll need to pay 2 for the Strangleroot, and then we'll have 9 power on board, which is pretty awkward. Baral Druid? What? What? Snow creature? What is this? Alright, fair enough. Opponent needed the extra mana dorks, apparently. Yeah, opponent passes. Well, we're probably dead next turn. Untapping with 2 Elvish Archdruids is a good way to lose the game. Alright. So, yeah, maybe we go attacking. Let's go attacking. So, Steel Leaf doesn't do it. Yeah, I guess we have to, our opponent could double block. We only kill 1. Alright, let's try and get lucky. If our opponent blocks here, then we can actually just cast Galter. Yes, yes, opponent, you fool. You fell right into my snafu. Outplayed and outsmarted. Yep. Alright, well, guess what, opponent? We're going to play a Strangleroot. And then we're going to play Galter. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, well, opponent's been caught in their own snafu. We'll pass the turn. I guess we could attack with both Strangleroots, but this way's more exciting. Now we have a 12-12 with Trample. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we won a game! It just means getting our opponent to misclick just a little bit. Alright, we win the game. Hooray! Alright, going into sideboards, Well, we've played this match before, so we'll bring in Crater Helion. I think our opponent's just going to one-shot us, so Wall of Reverence probably just not good enough. Eidolon... How many... Yeah, probably too slow. So... So we just probably just want to bring in these, and then I guess we'll bring in this Kitchen Finks as well. Oh, we bring in Lamvala. Hell yeah, we bring in Lamvala. Kitchen Finks probably doesn't do anything, actually. We'll just do that. Take out the Nullhide, take out the Magus. Magus of the Moon, not very good against creatures that try and kill you with creature mana. But, you know, Lamvala will do it. Lamvala's a 4-drop. No one forget. We can turn our Strangleroot Geist into a Lamvala. You gotta think about that one. Alright. Let's run it back, see how we go. Okay. Well, we have the Eldritch Evolution. We have a bolt for the bird, so to speak. Probably just going to go straight for the bolt. It's definitely not the funnest thing to do, considering our opponent, considering we want to play our own bird, but I think it's pretty important to get rid of it. We might get lucky. Turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion. Let's bolt the bird. Do the correct thing. So get a Stomping Ground untapped, and yeah, we'll take a turn off to kill this Elvish Mystic. It might be the wrong play, but I kind of want to, like, you could get lucky. Like, a lot of people like put a lot of effort, like keep a one lander with Elvish Mystic, and then hope that it goes all right. Ooh, is that the case? Yes. All right, now we're fine, I suppose. Yep, passes the turn to us. Hell yeah. All right, well, we will Noble Hierarch. And then I guess we're playing this on Elf. Could play it on Wurm to trick our opponent, but probably correct to play it on the one that we need. So Noble Hierarch and Cavern of Souls naming Elf should be alright. Our opponent did keep the one lander and the Baral Druid, the best Baral in the format. Alright. Elf. Yes. Sounds great. So yeah, I could have got the turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion, but I think it's behooves us well to try and stifle our opponent's mana while we can in the early game and then go from there. So, I mean, we can get Lamvala soon, and Lamvala is probably just game over against our opponent. Hopefully. Oh man, are we just going to win this one? God, I hope so. Alright, well, we'll play Steel Leaf, and then attack and then evolve it next turn into a Lamvala, and then hopefully that's enough. Alright, pass turn. Is it enough? We definitely could have gotten an early Steel Leaf Champion, early Lamvala by playing it differently, but it should be fine. Alright, opponent has lots of mana. And Elvish Clancaller. And Heritage Druid. Oh, please pass the turn. Yes! Alright, well, we even get an attack, which is pretty neat. So, Copperline Gorge, that's a good draw. So we will attack. You cannot block. And then see if our opponent insta-scoops to the Lamvala that we're about to play. Alright. Good times had by all. Well, sorry to say, opponent, but you can no longer use abilities of your creatures. This is actually a pretty niche way to win, but hopefully it'll do it. Yep. And we'll play the birds. Cool. Cool. Noticeably one-sided, so we can still use our creature abilities. See if our opponent concedes. Alright, well, you got a bunch of creatures. Unfortunately, you can't use their activated abilities. And this might just be enough. Well, I mean, silver bullets are good for this reason. It's going to be very hard. I mean, our opponent can try and kill it somehow, I suppose. But I don't see how they're going to get out of this. Yep. Nope. No attacks. Alright, well, time to start playing some big things, I think. So, Violet Thicket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. Alright, well, we'll play another Steel Leaf Champion. Didn't tap it correctly? Sounds about right. Alright, cancel this. Tapping mana is hard. Yeah. Undo. Right. Okay, well. We will just do it this way then, I suppose. I'm going to do it the easy way with Philo Thicket? God, no. Alright, so now we can attack in the air. And hopefully we're almost at convoking time. Yeah, I think we've just locked this game up, fortunately. A little bit better this game than last game, when just our pieces fit together pretty quickly. And our opponent kept a one lander, it's just going to be pretty hard for them to win. No big attack. Come on, big attack. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Opponent passes. Well, Kessig Wolf Run is pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One away. Ah, opponent conceded. Didn't want to see the Impervious Grey Wurm. At least we got a win. Kept the deck out of the Hall of Shame of the 05 bracket. So, alright. Alright, friends, we are back for the last game of CBR MTG Plays Gruul Evolution. And we'll keep. I mean, we'll play. Don't know if we're going to keep yet. Oh, man. Classic all-bird hand. Well, we didn't come in not to play birds, that's for sure. And hopefully our opponent does not bolt the birds. But if we draw a land off the top, we can play Still Leaf Champion. And then we have Eldritch Evolution. We kind of have all the pieces. We just need some mana. So hopefully this wasn't too greedy, but at the very, very least, we top deck something garbage. Our opponent bolts the birds. Like, this is the worst possible outcome. Our opponent bolts the birds and we draw nothing off the top and we just play another birds and then try and go off again. And by going off, I mean fix our mana so we don't die. So, I don't know. If this was a big drop and no birds, then I probably wouldn't have kept this, but it seems okay. We are going to shock ourselves here, unfortunately. Taking a little bit of damage, but we do need to make sure that our land comes to us on time for this Cragganwick. Cragganwick Cremator, very fun card to say. Bad card to play. Fun card to say, though. Alright, get a Stomping Ground. Untapped. And, yeah, play out the birds. Pass the turn. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Do you have the bolt for the bird? That's the real question. Opponent's got some kind of Vanguard that can only mean that they have won something in their life, which is pretty bad news for us, because that's pretty much better than we can say. I mean, Linvala is a good card. I guess our opponent's out last game. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is the future. Alright. Plays a mountain and bolts the bird. Ooh, Skirk Prospector? Ooh. Goblins? That's our next video, I tell you what. So no 2-drop, unfortunately, but we will play another bird. And now we've definitely telegraphed to our opponent that we do not have any lands, so please don't kill us. But yeah, we'll see what flavor of goblins this is. I've been brewing up something along the lines of a fun goblin, but this could be cool fun aggro goblins. Alright, another Skirk Prospector. Cool. Opponent has all the mana. Yeah, gets him for 1. We will take it. Alright. Lightning Bolt, not great. So we can Eldritch Evolution, get a 3-drop. Our 3-drops... I don't think we have 3-drops that fix our mana, right? Maybe it's just better to play a Steel Leaf. We'll play the Steel Leaf. Put ourselves on some blocking duties. At least our birds stayed alive. That's the important thing. We did not draw a land for just a couple of turns, but next time we can play Tireless Tracker and then a land. If we draw a land, which I assume we will. Hopefully our opponent just plays... Oh, Battle Him? Uh-oh. Is our opponent storming? Ooh. This deck is fun. Alright, cool. Ah, Siege Gang Commander? Boring. Never mind. I was hoping that our opponent would play something spicy, but in fact they are playing something not spicy. Oh, maybe. Yeah, so this could be the Token Storm deck, and if that's the case, then I'd be pretty happy. Oh my god, that's a big hit. Alright, well, everyone get in the pit. We will... I mean, yeah, we kind of have to block here, so we'll block old thingy, and... Alright, 1 on 6. Not good. Alright. Can we Eldritch Evolution into something relevant? We need something that gains us life. We can get... oh my god, this is so bad. We did not draw the lands that we needed. So we can Bolt Siege Gang Commander. Then we can't play a 3-drop. Man, we really... So let's think about this. So kill this. We take 1, 2... So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I guess that's kind of our only line. And then put the rest on blocking duty. The bad news is that Birds of Paradise, not a great blocker, unfortunately. But at least should be fine. They are playing Battle Hymns though, so it's going to be some kind of combo variant. Alright, big attack. Well, we will kill... Can we go to this amount? This is 1, 2... our opponent's going to be playing Goblin Grenade. Well, we're dead to Goblin Grenade no matter what, so maybe just... Are we dead to Bolt no matter what? So if we block, we take 2, go to 4, but then we don't have any mana. I think we just have to hope that our opponent doesn't have Bolt. That's a very hard hope to have. Because, like, we can block or whatever, but, like, things are going to die. Yeah. Alright, Goblin and Skater. We're alive still, thankfully. Opponent keeps putting creatures on the battlefield though, which is not good for us, and we keep not drawing lands, which is bad for us. All right, let me check the list. See what 3-drop we have. So I guess we can get a 5-drop. Not good. Not good. We have to tap everything. So if we had something that gained us life, would probably be okay. Maybe we're just like get a Cragganwick, hope to 12 our opponent. That's not a good line. Yeah, I think we are just dead, unfortunately. So we can sacrifice Steel Leaf, get Cragganwick. At the very best, we 12 our opponent. I guess we could get in first. 12, puts them to 15. All right, well, we've run the numbers. The numbers mean that we're almost certainly dead next turn. We are dead next turn, right? 1, 2, 3. So we can put another... If we put another... Yeah, we're just dead. So we can put another creature on the battlefield. It actually doesn't net us any blockers. So, all right, we're gonna run. We're gonna run the gambit. Steel Leaf Champion puts him down, and then we have a very low likelihood of hitting Golter. Oh, Golter only puts him to 12. Oh no. All right, well, guess what, opponent? That's right. You've seen it before, and you'll see it again. It is... We need some life gain, I think. Oh well, we'll be fine. Post. Alright, see if we can 12 our opponent. Yeah, none of these things do anything. It'd be really good if we had like a Thragtusk main board, but that's fine. Alright. Big old daddy. Cragganwick. Go gadget Cragganwick. Yes! 3 of them? Good. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Opponent had lots of goblins to deal with. They went super wide. Not much we could do about that. But let's bring in all our life gain. We have a bunch of life gain. Alright. Begin sideboarding. Definitely worth showing our opponent our win con when the likelihood of winning was so low. Ah, well, who knows. Wall of Reverence. We'll bring in the Helion as well to try and get our opponent out of it. I wonder if Eidolon is actually good. It's probably not, right? Probably not. Maybe it's just better than nothing. We'll bring in the Skoos. Yeah, let's bring in the Eidolon. I mean, like, our opponent's obviously going, like, battle him, like, kick a Bushwhacker. So maybe we can stop them from doing that. Okay, we'll take out 5 cards, huh? Well, let's take out the Trackers. We want to stop our opponent from killing us instead of grinding them out. Probably take out the Fauna Shamans for the same reason. And then just 1 Strangleroot, swap them for Scavenging Ooze. Hopefully that's good enough. We'll see. Run it like that. Fingers crossed, friends. Fingers crossed. All right, and we are back for the last game. Oh my god, these hands. All right, we're going to keep this because there's Slagstorm in it. I'm sick of drawing these types of lands, but these types of hands, because we did draw a lot of these types of hands, but it's fine. So, Noble Hierarch go. I mean, next turn we can cast Slagstorm. Not that it's going to be particularly relevant on turn 1, but Could stop our opponent from playing a bunch of stuff. Alright, just kills the Noble Hierarch. That seems fine. Alright, well guess what, opponent? You're out of luck. Because I drew another one. Alright, we'll play the fetch here so we can thin our deck a little bit. We can still play the Copperline Gorge on time and not have it come in tapped. But it is pretty important to try and not die. Alright, Instigator. Oh, whoopsies. That's fine. Well, still gonna crack. We will crack. We're gonna actually just get a Temple Garden untapped. Yeah, it's a shame that we skipped through our opponent's end step, but that is the way it is. 2 used to. Oh, yes. So lucky. Alright, we'll play this Wall of Reverence. I guess we didn't have to play the Temple Garden because we have Noble Hierarch, but it's fine. Noble Hierarch blocks so well. And then we're going to gain 1 life. Yes. Target creature I control. Alright, gain 1 life. Always yield. Always yes. Alright. Gain a bit of life. We do have Slagstorm backup. This is not an explosive hand by any means, but this will be okay. Alright, Skrook Prospector. And sacks it. More Instigators. Alright, well, maybe it's Slagstorm time, I wonder. I suppose it is. We're definitely not doing anything exciting, so we may as well do it. Oh, God. Alright, well, we played the Stomping Ground. We didn't play the Copperline Gorge last turn. This is a modern mana base that I am not quite used to, as you might be able to tell. And, yeah, we're just going to pass. Leave up wall. We can also just chump block with Noble Hierarch because we know we're going to thingy. But yeah, we are getting punished for the fact that I played my lands incorrectly, which is something that I'm not used to at all. Alright, oh my god. Alright, go on then. Big one. Alright, well, we're snap going to block with the Noble Hierarch, and we're definitely going to block with Wall of Reverence as well if we can get away with it, and then hopefully Slagstorm will get us there. So, alright. Big attack. Surely big attack. No attacks. Oh, that's even better. Oh my god, our opponent didn't attack. Seems loose, but it is what it is. Alright, well, we'll play Slagstorm. 3 damage to each creature, please. And then... yeah, didn't float mana with thingy to play Eidolon, but what can you do, honestly? Honestly, I'm asking you, what can you do? When you're playing like this, you wonder why we went so badly. Alright, opponent, no getting in. Alright, well, we're going to play this Gorge, tapped. And then I think this works the way we wanted to, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this ability won't go on the claws won't go on the stack until later. Alright, now we can start chipping in, I think. Yeah, it goes to 8. We're going to gain a little bit of life, which is good. Yeah. Alright, what do you got, opponent? I think that was the correct configuration of cards, even though we definitely didn't play them on time, nor did we play them correctly. That was very, very sloppy on our part for the last maybe 3 turns. But the good news is that we've slowed our opponent down, and now we're just going to start getting in with Strangleroot Geists. Yep. Well, get in. I don't think it's worth getting in with Eidolon. Like, our opponent can block and then Lightning Bolt or whatever to get rid of the Eidolon. Not sure that it's worth it. Alright, pass the turn. What do you got? Plays Mountain. Well, we might... I think we win this one, but could see. Yeah, Siege Gang Commander's very good. We need to... Maybe we play Limvala next. Oh, alright, never mind. We get lucky. Must be nice to be so lucky. And yeah, we'll get in. Continue the beatdown plan. Opponent not blocking. Wise choice. And yeah, this Wall of Reverence is getting in a lot of work, thankfully. Yeah, that was a really good top deck because our opponent can just start picking off our creatures with it. I mean, it costs them a lot of mana, but Siege Gang Commander is going to do a lot of work, I think. So let him get the value of the Goblins. Yep, no attacks. And Rebel Master sounds good. Alright, well now they're forced to attack. So Alright, well, I think we're just going to keep the beatdown plan strong. And then we're going to take a hit here, but we're just gaining so much life, it's probably okay. We might give up on the Eidolon. Our opponent's pretty much empty-handed. And we're going to have to block this Rebel Master, because the Rebel Master is going to get him for a lot of damage. Alright. Bushwhacker. Ooh. Alright. Well, that's fine. That's a lot of damage. Yep. So, Goblin Rebel Master is going to be huge. Oh, not getting in? Yeah, get in. There we go. Alright. Gets in. So we can double block the Rebel Master, but then we take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes! Alright, well, good, I guess. I'm not sure if it's worth bringing in Limvala, but I might just bring it in over the Eidolon. Like, Eidolon was fine, but I think stopping our opponent from Siege Gang commandering us is going to be pretty important. Alright, well, here's the last game. Hopefully this is for all of the trophies in the O2 slot. Of the 2X slot. Not a great running from this deck, but I mean you can still see its power. We have run into some awkward things like this. Let's mulligan. I want to Eldritch into the thing. Oh my god. Alright, well let's keep this hand. Forest on top, thank gosh. Alright. So Lightning Bolt turn 1, turn 2 Strangleroot Geist. Easy. Easy mode, you mean? Alright. Yeah, so we'll get rid of this Skirk Prospector, because I do get to get a lot of value out of it. Sacking their Instigators and stuff is kind of like a ritual if they have the War Chief out. So yeah, we'll pay some life here, but we will be bolting the bird. It's a very bad bird, but it's still a bird. Deserves to be bolted. And then hopefully we can wheel Strangleroot into Limvala. Ooh, Dark Dweller. Alright, well that's a good enough reason to play Limvala. Alright, well, this is what our deck's trying to do. Play lands, play Eldritch Evolution. I wonder if there's a better 4-drop to get. Ooh, we have Gulcher in hand. Well, I guess the second Eldritch Evolution can try and 12 our opponent by getting, what's his face? Also, we can get a 5-drop, a 4-drop into a 6-drop. Is that 6 drops good enough? I don't think so. Probably not. Alright, gets in. That's fine. Dark Dweller Oracle is a bit of a weird one because it kind of skirts removal, kind of, because you can sacrifice the creature that they're targeting, but because most of your spells are just going to be it's just going to be sorcery speed anyway, it kind of doesn't work the way you want it to. Alright. Strangleroot calms back. Eldritch Evolution's gonna get... Alright, well, maybe we take the 30% chance of winning. We can just take Wall of Reverence. Maybe that's just better. Take Wall. Limvala... Yeah, I think Limvala's not as good as it was before. We can get Nullhide Ferox? Nah. Let's get Wall of Reverence. Hell yeah. Alright. Gain a bit of life. Yes, yes. Always yield. Always yes, please. I'd love to gain some life. Alright, go back up to 16. Now we have a 1/6 blocker on the battlefield. Hopefully that's enough. We will just have to find out what our opponent's playing. Alright, Goblin Bushwhacker. That is fine. Now we can... Yeah, if we draw a land off the top... Oh my god. Another Bushwhacker? Alright, big plays from our opponent. Okay, well, big attack. Go-Go Gadget, attack with everything. No. No attacks? You have to attack, surely. Surely. Come on. Alright, well... Why? Why is our opponent doing this to us? Our opponent's taunting us. Alright. If we draw a land off the top, we can just 12 our opponent. Not sure that that's going to be good enough, but definitely something. Alright. Another Eldritch Evolution, huh? So we can wheel... Yeah, I think we're just going to play it slow. How can we do this? So we can get a 6-drop, which we don't have any of. We can get a Nullhide Ferox. We can get a Sorok, which is probably not good enough. It'll be good in the late game, but just not good right now, I don't think. Our creatures that we still have Kitchen Finks. We can wheel into Kitchen Finks. That might not be that bad. Yeah. It's a bit of a weird one. We'll just play the Noble right now. That means we can hopefully... I'm going to try and dome our opponent, I think. So we'll pass the turn. Gain a bit of life. Yeah, pass to our opponent. Wall of Reverence, very good in this deck. Very good anti-aggro card. Experimental Frenzy. Alright, opponent. I believe in you. Experimental Frenzy is a good card. Seeing more play, but unfortunately not enough. Alright. And passes. Okay. So, friends and family. Do we want to Eldritch Evolution... I guess we can Eldritch Evolution the Noble Hierarch, get a Kitchen Finks. Or we can Eldritch Evolution... I think we're going to Eldritch Evolution and get a Kitchen Finks because then we can Eldritch Evolution again. So, because the only thing that I'm worried about is that we will just... Because if we have nothing in our hand except for Golter, then we can 100% 12 our opponent. Unfortunately, can't do that right now. So we'll get Kitchen Finks, gain a bit of life. Annoying our opponent to no end, I'm sure. And pass the turn. Gain another 3 life, making it very hard for our opponent to win. Yeah, gain a bit of life. Oh yeah. Back up to 22. Our opponent has theoretical infinite amount of cards in hand because of Experimental Frenzy. Yeah, Siege Gang's good. Siege Gang's a good card. Can take out half of our Kitchen Finks. They don't have the mana for it, unfortunately, but... Alright, Instigator's pretty good. Alright, well that's a big board. Alright, we just need to draw a land, and I guess we actually have to kill our opponent as well. Oh, they all have haste? That's pretty good. Alright, attacks. That's fine. So, big attack. We will block and block. Definitely take some damage. 17 damage to be specific. But our opponent, yeah, our opponent's snap just has to get in. Like they can't just wait around for us to murder them. Like they have to do something. All right, prevent ourselves from getting double red. So no, which is obviously important. All right, Birds of Paradise. All right, let's 12 our opponent, I guess. Do we get in? 16 goes to... So play the birds. 16... If we swing, we put them to 13, and then Golter puts them to 1? Yeah, I guess we attack and we see what happens. Putting them to 1 seems okay. This was kind of exactly how we wanted it to go. Alright, our opponent will be at 1 life. Unfortunately, 1 life is not 0 life. So we will this and this and this. Yeah, Undying, very, very good with this. Or Persist, I suppose, as well. So, yep, Kitchen Finks will come back. Gain 2 life. Back up to 18. And yeah, we will have to finish them off somehow, but we can try our very hardest. Alright, get Cragganwick. Yep. Dome our opponent for 12. Exactly. Yes, down to 1. And we will gain 5 life. Our poor opponent. Alright, untap. Well, we found out where this deck succeeds, and that is the 04 bracket. Yeah, alright. Bushwhacker. Gonna get a lot of damage now. Alright, not even kicked. Alright, opponent's just gonna build up a slightly larger board than they had before, which is fine. We just gained so much life right now that it's not gonna be too much of an issue. Also, Wall of Reverence is such a good blocker. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on what they draw off the top. If they draw another a Lord, their Lords are pretty cheap. I mean, they don't know. We haven't seen a Chieftain yet. I'm pretty sure Chieftain's modern legal, but Darn it. Alright. Opponent also has to be cautious of us finding a way to kill them. So like lightning bolt or something. Scavenging ooze. So we can't just like kill them here, right? So 5, 6, 7. So this swings for 7. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. Slow and steady wins the race. We will play an ooze off the top. And yes, if we had Noble Hierarch, we could swing with our Birds of Paradise, which is pretty nifty. We'll pass. Okay, let's actually do this now. So trigger, oops, so turn off auto yields. See if I can make this work. So trigger this. It's on the stack. And we will... this actually does nearly nothing because we could have just targeted the Cragganwick. But, you know, gotta see if it works, obviously. Yeah, gonna gain a bit of life. It's important to gain life as well. Gaining life is important. Oh, we're gonna gain so much life. Opponent's opting not to concede yet, which is wise. I guess we do get it up to the same amount. But it's fun to learn. So this is still on the stack. Eat... duck thingy. Yep. And gain 5 life. Yes. Aha! Learning. Alright. See what our opponent's got. Now we have a bunch of big creatures. Yep. Mog War Marshal. They can keep bringing up their board, that's for sure. I wonder if it's worth splashing for thingy. Oh, we can... if we have one more Eldritch Evolution... we don't have any... we've used 3. 3 out of 4, right? 3 out of 3. Okay, so we need to draw the Crater Helion off the top. The what's it called? Valhalla. But yeah, if we draw the Wiping Helion off the top, we can just win. But our opponent's gonna flood the board. Trample's not gonna do much. Oh, actually, we can just Birds for lethal. Never mind. We Birds for lethal next turn. We probably could have Birds for lethal this turn, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Well, we missed lethal that turn, but we will not miss lethal again. I can only assume that it'll be fine. Yeah, Mogwai Marshal, Dark Dweller. Alright, well, can you get the big attack? Because, my friend, I have a present for you, and it is... dun 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 dun, Birds of Paradise getting in for 1 with flying. Yeah, definitely missed lethal last turn, but sometimes it's more fun like this. Alright, can we take this? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, I mean, I guess we block, but, like, our opponent can only dome us for 20 here. Yeah, and we just win. If our opponent has Lightning Bolt on the top, then, like, good game, I guess. But, alright, Cavern Souls is good. Name Dinosaur. And we will get in. And before blocks... yeah, we win. Hooray! Our opponent was lucky that we didn't see the line a turn before, but we managed to get there in the end. And we, yeah, I guess we'll talk about it in the wrap-up. But yeah, thanks for joining me. So here we are, back with the deck again. I mean, we ran pretty well for the most part. I love Toolbox strategies in Modern. I think it's a lot of fun, and Eldritch Evolution is the best way to do that, and I think people are still trying to find ways to break it, but I mean, this is a good way to do it. I mean, the Eldritch Evolution to get Cragganwick when you have Galter in hand, like, that was like pretty exciting and a pretty fun play, but for the most part, I think it's just a little bit inconsistent. And I mean, I am saying that with the deck that mostly rolls the dice with Cragganwick, but it was... I think we ran into a lot of bad matchups. We had a lot of fast combo. If our opponent didn't win on turn 3, we kind of had pretty good game. Like, we ended up going 2-3, which is not great. But other than that, I was pretty happy with the deck. I'd gladly take this to an FNM or, like, I mean, take it to an MTG or online challenge and try and get lucky in the case of its creator. But yeah, hopefully the creator sees this, and I hope we didn't butcher it too badly. Did get a couple of misplays, which comes with, you know, playing a new deck or whatever. But overall, I thought it was pretty fun, and definitely play it again. So My name is Angus Mackay, this has been CBR MTG. Please feel free to follow us, like us, subscribe us, all that good stuff. You can find all of our videos on our YouTube channel if you just keep on clicking through. We do lots of fun, fresh stuff, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you.